long glasses. Uh, 8:20. Crazy day today. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that today is crazy. So woke up at 5:34 this morning, which although that sounds early, I was late. Prayer call on Thursday starts at 5:30 a.m. Normally I wake up at like 5:20. Alarm goes off at 5:30, and actually alarm goes off at 5:25. I jump on the line at 5:28, 5:30. Other people start jumping on, but so yesterday was out trying to be Mr. Pep Boy, Mr. Michelin tire, and decided, oh, change my tires myself. Save me money in the long run. How can it be? Uh, okay, so for the first tire, I will say it's actually not that easy, or it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Um, I ended up having my son, and I did a live stream on it, but I ended up having my son just like driving. I told him, all right, read these instructions, and I'm gonna need you to execute, change this tire. You you are now uh, almost a grown man. You're gonna be out on your own potentially in 2 years. You'll be a senior next year. Finish that up, and if you go away to college, you out on your own. You really are out on your own. You have to plan your schedule. You have to do everything. It's on you. And so just trying to get him accustomed to being able to do himself. And so I let him drive the whole tire um, repair. And so he got to a point where he was pretty much stuck. And so I jumped in and I bought some tire irons from Harbor Freight. And Harbor Freight, for anybody that knows Harbor Freight, it is it's basically like the Walmart of auto zones. I guess you can call it that. It's probably not a direct what you call those things, words that link to other words. I'm blanking this one. I haven't had breakfast, coffee, or anything. I didn't even drink water. Um, but I can't remember the word. But anyway, um, my thumb. It felt like a like. Thank you for that thumbs up. It felt like I was working the tire irons, and I'm just like backing them up, spreading them out, and trying to, peel the tire off of the rim. And all of a sudden, I felt like a lightsaber just got my thumb, and that doesn't look that bad, right? That's like, oh, the baby got a boo boo. Well, as soon as it cut, this is how you know it's sharp. Like it cut and it don't start bleeding right away. It's just like, and then that blood was like, oh, there's an opening, and it just started dropping out. Um, and so that kind of messed me up for a little bit. Had to get the bleeding to stop, and then finally, when we got the bleeding to stop, got onto the thing, got one part of the tire off, and then I turned it around, and by that time I ran out of daylight, and so no daylight, no um, no bueno, because I can't see in the dark. I got photo retact photo refractive keratectomy, or PRK. I had that surgery on my eyes. It's the other option for LASIK. They basically scrub your eyeball off, a little bit of I think the cornea, um, and so they shade that off. So now I can't see at night. So I'm out there trying to change a tire at dark. Bedtime gets pushed to the right, and my entire evening got set off just by trying to be Mr. Pep Boy. Wake up this morning. We had a lecture. We had a guy. It was going to be um, it was going to be like a joint or a combined lecture where one of the instructors teaches several lectures. But me, my silly self, I wasn't paying attention to the schedule. And where your lights at, play? I hear sirens, but I don't see lights. Um, okay. And so anyway, um, I'm trying to switch my mind into you need to be at work at 7:30, but I'm already jacked up because I woke up thinking one way, and it's really hard. I don't know if that's ADHD or what. I don't know. It's something about me. Like once my mind gets set on something, like I can have an awareness that that's not the case, but I'm still making moves like it is the case. So I was making moves like somebody was going to be teaching my lecture, when in fact I looked at the schedule the night before and I saw it said in the flight room. So if that lecture is in the flight room, that means I'm teaching it. How about I didn't even prepare for the lecture the night before? So I'm all jacked up because didn't necessarily prepare. The lecture today is a 90-minute lecture, 90 minutes. And if you have to talk about something for 90 minutes, you probably want to have like that material fresh in your mind. I don't have any of it fresh in my mind, but what I did is I built the script, and we're gonna stick to the script. We're gonna go through the slides. We're gonna go off the script. It's gonna feel a little bit mechanical, but we really SOS is not supposed to be a lecture thing where I'm teaching and you're listening. It's more supposed to be a discussion where the officers that are there are exchanging information. They have done the assumption is they did the reading the night prior and that they're going to be ready to go. So that's an assumption. It's going to be straight script. There's some videos for the lecture, some cool videos, some cool Air Force videos that we watch, and then they give their thoughts and opinions. I have them rate the videos 0 to 10, and it's like an informal feedback of like what's good, what resonates, and what maybe doesn't so much. Most of the videos that were done by the Air Force leadership are pretty good. It's almost like the airmen that they have doing these videos probably should be making movies in Hollywood or something. Like those those like top level videos are really good. They're done really well. Typically to be a general, you have to put you have to be able to put multiple words together. Let me turn this map off. You have to be able to put words together intelligibly. Intelligibly. That's easy for me to say. And you have to be able to be like charismatic or exciting. People have to want to follow you. So the videos and our leaders, they're usually pretty good. And so it like people get excited. They also pick like that movie theater music, like pump up music, and it makes you like feel proud to be in the military. So there's that. But the lecture was supposed to start this morning at 8:30, y'all. What time is it? 8:31. I'm still driving in the car. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I saw this coming, and so I was like, hey, my bad, y'all. We're gonna need to push that lecture 30 minutes. 30 minutes to the right. Just to give you guys a little cushion. Um, So yeah, this was like the first time this class that I actually blew it. I blew it. No, I blew it. I try not to inconvenience the class. I try not to change the schedule too much. I don't like change. Me, I don't like change. Maybe the younger crowd, they like flexibility and all of that stuff, but I hate it. If we said we was gonna do something at a certain time, like we said we was gonna do a combined lecture, then we need to do a combined lecture. And um, otherwise, we just start not listening to people and say, "Oh, somebody, so and so said they're gonna do a combined lecture, huh? Is it actually gonna happen this time? Oh, well, I'll just go ahead and prepare like it's not." Um, but anyway, I had to put y'all down because I'm at the gate, and I don't like driving through the gate with the phone in my hand. You know, less questions. So at 8:30, you definitely reach. Oh shoot, they done closed the side gate. At 8:30, you definitely gonna hit traffic at the gate. I'm just like slowly rolling into the gate. See if I actually stop. And stop. Yeah, it's a military gate. So when you come very early, there's only two gates open because there's not a lot of people coming through the gate, and it's pretty much free flow. When you come at like peak flow, there'll be like 4 lanes open at the gate. But right now I'm at like post peak flow, so there's just 2 lanes open. And when they have the contractors at the gate, contractors don't salute the contractors, and so that speeds up time. But when the military members are at the gate, typically they're going to salute because they're going to be like junior ranking NCOs or airmen. This dude is crazy. What is he doing? I wish I could show y'all this man. He's on the gate like as everybody, as every person drives up, he's doing that. Too much fun. And now he's talking and delaying me from getting on the base. So it was good until we started delaying. This other line, this guy's just like, beep. There you go. Salute. Keep it moving. I actually want to, I'm going to get on the gate. I'm going to do the gate one time. Uh-oh. You done dropped the sheet. Yep. I got you. I'm watching. That look.
I about took out my knee.
That looked painful. It did.
I'm not a young man anymore, Major.
How you doing?
No, thank you. Have a therapeutic Thursday.
All
Make smart
right.
choices.
You too.
All right,
Be leaving. See, that was a tech sergeant. The tech sergeants, they are the technical experts in their career field. So this man is supposed to be able to tell me anything and everything about security forces and how that works. Um, but he was good. He had good energy. I don't know if y'all heard him. He was like, "Woo!" When I pulled up, I'm like, "You been drinking?" Oh boy. But yeah. So lecture starts at 9. It's a 90-minute lecture. Let me tell you, my flight, I'm so proud of my baby bulls. They went from the last place flight to the second place flight in 1 week. The number one flight scored 6 points. They were so far ahead. I mean, they was getting everything faster than everybody else. They were doing everything, solving all of the problems. But this week they had a little bit of some hiccups. But my guys, they did not like coming in last place 2 times in a row. So they took it personal. And um, I told them after they found out they came in last place last week. I told them, I said, hey guys, I still believe in you. I looked at each person in their eyes. I said, I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I definitely believe in you. I told them that. I looked in their eyes, and some of them was laughing. It's silly. Okay, all right. And the others was like, thank you, thank you. And then before every experiential they had, I told them, I believe in you. I believe in you. And it it showed me something. Like having somebody say that and do that, maybe that helps. Maybe that helps. If nobody's ever told you that as a leader, like, hey, I believe in you. I have confidence in that you're able to do whatever it is that we're assigning you to do. If nobody's ever told you that, what's the impact of somebody actually telling you that? You know? So, um, I don't know what's happening right there. We got some old people limping across the street. But anyway, looks like there's gonna be a graduation today of some sort. We got some army people up in here. Okay. Oh, they're doing experientials. Okay, all right. People are jumping and excited. But yeah, before every activity, I told them I believe in them. And this week they ended up scoring 14 points. The 14 points that they scored ended up catapulting them from last place to second place. And I think they're only behind second place by 6 points, 4 or 6 points. It's probably too much of a gap at this point for them to make it up, just being realistic. But the fact that they went from last to second, like they just jumped everybody, I think that's good for their ego. They didn't decide who they were as a flight until probably a little bit later. There's a person in every flight that's supposed to be the goal setting rep. So I'm looking at the goal setting rep like, did you guys not set goals, or did it take a while to figure out what you guys wanted to do? Because I definitely saw a difference in intensity, preparation, like everything was better this week. And so, I'm excited for them. So I my last class, they bought me like a championship belt. The championship belt it's like the flight commander's prize for having like the top flight. And so I told my last class, I said, hey y'all, I need y'all to win me the championship belt for 1 week. Never had it since I've been here the entire time. I've always had pretty mid flights. So I need you guys to get after it. They did a very good job. They finished in the number 3 position, but they never got the top flight. And so what they ended up doing as a consolation prize for me, they ended up getting me a belt. They like bought their class gift to me was they bought me a championship, a boxing championship belt. The belt is actually really nice. I'm gonna show it one of these days on the live, or maybe take a picture of it. I might have a picture of it. But they bought me a belt, and it said best flight commander. And so that touched my heart. That really did touch my heart. I was like, this is why you guys are my favorite. I don't tell every class that. I only tell my number one class um, that they're my favorite. Now this class right here, they are they're a different bunch. We have this concept of trust tree. They didn't necessarily get in the trust tree. They didn't. They didn't. They didn't. This was a reserve group. We had some older folks in the group, and we just they were a different personality, but they were good for different reasons. I enjoyed this flight a lot. They didn't go off base, but one time we the last class they went off base like all the time, and so that means I get to dress in civilian clothes, go off base. We're relaxed. We don't have to do slides if we don't want to, and we just have a good time. This class they were like, nah, we'll stay on base. We're good. and like I have to talk them into going off base. But yeah, they're solidly in second place. If they were to get me that championship belt, though, they might they might be able. There's a path for them to be like the best class. They might not be oh my gosh, look at this dude sprinting. This dude running like Captain America. Oh, y'all got to see this. Oh, hold up, let me see him. Come on, focus up. Oh, he done ran out of gas, y'all. Ah, boo. He was sprinting like Captain Rogers, whatever his name is. The old Captain America, like when he ran past the new Captain America when they were running in Washington, D.C. Like he sprinted. He was sprinting like that. Like I was impressive, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But he walking now. He done gassed himself out. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go into class. I got like 18 minutes to set up and prepare. We're gonna be ready to go. 0900. Jump right into that lecture. We're gonna do the thing. Um, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. I said this was gonna be like a social media thing, so let me just talk about the social media real quick before I jump off. So I'm looking on social media, and I'm gonna say this: there is nothing out there for you. If you already have your good thing, hold on to your good thing. What does that mean? The scripture says, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. That's what the scripture says. That's like in Proverbs. Um, but if you already have a wife, if you already have a husband, don't you be looking left and right, looking at somebody else's grass like, that grass look a little bit greener than my grass. Let me see. Let me go over there and see what that lawn hitting for. Don't do that. Stay on your line and mind your business. On the social media, so there was this recording artist, last name Braxton. Now, I think her husband wanted to divorce her. I don't know how it happened. However it happened, she was married, now she not. She was dating a guy, now she not. She's single. And she's on there talking about how she is using a preventative medication so she doesn't contract HIV. Um, because apparently it's summertime, it's heating up, and she gonna be doing high risk activity, I'm guessing. But like I looked at it from a different perspective. I'm like, man, like when you in a committed relationship, these are problems that you do not even think about. And it's actually sad because when you're married and when you're with a person for an extended period of time, there's all of this comfort, there's all of this history that you have. Like things was understood, doesn't have to be said. And when you have to restart and reset and build all of that stuff, like you gotta slowly unpack your baggage. You gotta slowly show you're crazy. You can't immediately just show you're crazy right away. Like my wife, she know all my crazy. She knows it. I don't have to hide it. And so if she does something, she know, oh, you trying to, and I know, oh, you just trying to see crazy. Okay. All right. That's cool. I'm not even gonna play that game today. We're just gonna let you do what you doing and we just gonna whatever. But when you get into a new situation, you gotta pretend. You can't be passing gas around no new people. You can't need number two around new people. You gotta pretend like y'all you don't even number two. Oh, no, I don't do that. Oh no, that's disgusting. Who does that? You gotta do all of that stuff. And I'm just like, I don't like change. So why would I want to be out here in the streets changing constantly? And then you have situations where somebody show you they're crazy and you like, ooh, I don't like that crazy. We can't go together no more. And now you got to start over again. That's insane. But the larger picture, the larger thing that I'm concerned about is like people use these drugs like they're protection from STDs. What do I mean when I say that? Just because there's a medication that supposedly, allegedly prevents you from contracting HIV doesn't mean that you should not use protective measures to protect yourself. That's not what that means. It don't mean, oh, they have a drug for this now, so I'm going to be out in the streets. Hey, go out in the streets and just willy-nilly, you know, who we've been talking together. We've been talking on the internet. We met on the internet, or we however we met, and now, you know, you know, tickle my fancy. So now it's about something's about to happen, you know. And now I'm instead of being righteous, you know, everybody's not righteous. So I understand everybody's not gonna be held to that standard. But if you're not gonna be held to that standard, instead of being smart, let me just go out here and act like it's 1950s or 1940s where the worst thing you catch is syphilis. Me personally, like people, all right, okay, so we not tripping off of HIV. Magic Johnson have showed you really that it's not really that big of a deal. Like literally, this man has been living out here longer than a lot of people have been born or living with HIV. And so it's not really a thing. You could take medications that it clinically your T levels they look normal. Your T helper cells they look normal. So people just mistake that for, you know, I could just go out here and just do whatever I want. I don't need to use protection. I don't need to protect myself. I feel like people are sleeping on herpes. Herpes is really getting slept on right now. I remember when I was a kid, my sister, my big sister, she was just hitting teenage years, and we lived in an apartment complex. And an apartment complex, that's the worst place you could live as a parent. That's the worst place you can live because you got a lot of other little kids, and like during summertime, y'all still got to go to work, but them kids is at home. In summertime for teens, wild, wild experience. You could have raised them in the church, taught them everything that they were supposed to do and not supposed to do. They're gonna do what they want to do. And so there was this girl. She was not necessarily a friend of my sister, but my sister knew of her. And that girl was like 14 or 15, and it got out. Now, we don't know who gave it, but it got out that she contracted herpes. Like everybody, it was like a TV special, like a 90s TV show, like a sitcom where they come in there and they're like, Mom, it was like an after school special, like, Mom, something's wrong. I, it it hurts down there. What do you mean, baby? Down there. It hurts. What did you do? Did you injure yourself? No. Well, what happened? And then they eventually tell, I did it. And now something ain't right. But like everybody was looking at her like she was like everybody was looking at her like she had leprosy. But now it's like, oh yeah, that's so and so they got herpes. Ain't no big deal. Medication and technology, man. Like if you're not in the midst of an active outbreak, you can still have unprotected. And people just be rolling like insanity. And this is why now I want to hit on this in the black community. That's why our HIV rates is higher than others. Because we feel like we got lulled into a false sense of complacency. But it's 8:50, y'all. I would love to continue this conversation. This is a conversation that I would like to continue. But be safe out here, y'all. Summer is upon us. It's getting hotter. People are getting looser. People are making unwise decisions. If you already got your good thing, keep your good thing. Don't be looking to the left or the right. Focus. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay? And if you don't have your good thing, um, stay focused. Build yourself up. You know, concentrate on yourself. Work on yourself. Do some self work. You know, minimize some of that crazy. Work on that crazy. Get some therapy for some of that crazy. But anyway, I gotta run, y'all. Y'all have a good one. God bless.